Hey, it's eCat. Think electronic cat. Yeah, welcome to my edit by eCat. I'll kick things off with the first cleanse. What I have here is an interesting one. For me, it was a pain in the behind because a darker color was leaving a trail behind in my white bathroom. The cleansing balm I'm talking about is the Numbuzin No. 3 Pore and Makeup Cleansing Balm with green tea and charcoal. First of all, kudos to the flip-top cap. I think it's such a genius idea of having a flip-top cap with a spatula, really convenient. It has a bit of a herby smell. This cleansing balm was a dark green color. I enjoyed it. It was quite soft, it cleansed thoroughly, but the dark green color, a fingerprint here or there, it became a pain washing my face at the sink. So I resorted to putting this on, working it in, and then jumping into the shower, leaving a fingerprint while opening the shower door. So yeah, it's great, but I don't need any reminders that I've used a cleansing balm, so not something I will come back to, unfortunately. Another first cleanse that I have here is the B-Lab Cica Barrier 5.5 Cleansing Oil Balm. So this has new packaging and I've already repurchased. This is how good this is. Very gentle. Something about having a cleansing balm in a tube spoke to me. The only gripe I would say is if you didn't squeeze enough, you have the cleansing balm all over your fingers and you're grabbing the tube. That's about it. But the rest was great. No scent, super gentle, softened super fast. It wasn't hard enough to begin with. So it was super enjoyable to use, quite luxurious feel to it as you're massaging it in. An enjoyable experience that I would like to experience again. Recommend if you're on the lookout for slightly different format of a cleansing balm. Let's do a controversial one. I haven't used one of those in forever and I've only got myself a pack because I was going traveling for a long time. I'm talking about the cleansing wipes, and these are Round Lab Doctor cleansing wipes. They're nice, gentle. Are they spectacular? Absolutely not. They were just handy to have when you are traveling from place to place and you kind of want to rely on something convenient, then absolutely. So I was really glad I had these on hand, just because you find yourself in a variety of situations. But yeah, it's not something I would wholeheartedly recommend. I also have a big one of a micellar water. PRETTYSKIN Jeju Cica Cleansing Water. Now, I saw Cica and I was like, yes, please, I love Cica. The pump is not native. I actually borrowed this from the Kiko Masamune rice cleansing water. Love. So the pump comes in quite handy, quite convenient. This cleansing water was okay. It did the job. It was quite gentle. It's just, I completely missed the point that it's got tea tree in it. So as you can imagine, the scent of tea tree was quite pungent. And I'm okay with it for a while, but not 500 milliliters of it. So after some time, you just get really, really tired of the scent and you just can't wait to finish it. So not something I would go for again, but if you're keen to try some different types of micellar water, PRETTYSKIN's got a nice selection. Then we have the second cleanse. I'll start with my most favorite one. So I'm finally managed to empty one of these. Always takes me forever. And it's the Round Lab Doctor Self-Foaming Wash. Super gentle, non-stripping. I can use it even after I do cure microneedling. Doesn't irritate my skin. I love these types of cleansers. Something about you not having to foam up a bunch of foam in the morning while you're still groggy and half a week. You need a tiny bit of foam and you're ready to go. You don't have to rub, easy to wash off, etc., etc. I already repurchased. I have some backups. I'm just trying some of the ones at the moment, but I know this is a cleanser I can come back to, and I will. The next one was a surprise for me. The scent was everything. So invigorating. The 107 Beauty Chaga Jelly Low pH Cleanser. They have reformulated this. I have already reordered a different color packaging. I would like to experience it again. It was not super foaming unless you're in the shower. Something about me being able to produce more foam in the shower than at the sink. I don't know, a mystery. It's non-stripping, quite gentle, and the scent, you would just kind of put it in your hands and breathe it all in. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. Looking forward to receiving my next one. Then I have a quite well-known cleanser, but I didn't go for the normal version. I went the one with a little bit of oomph. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Gentle Cleansing Gel, but I went for the triple AHA. I kept this one in the shower. It was nice to use it occasionally because of the AHA. Again, it's not all singing, all dancing. It's very gentle, it doesn't produce much foam, has a bit of a kick with the AHAs. You can't go wrong with this one. So we went through the first and second cleansers. I'm gonna sneak in a toner pad and a sheet mask here. You might have seen this one from me before. I was quite disappointed in the overall experience. On paper, it sounded really nice, but when I opened this toner pad, it just made me question its existence. It's the MEDI-PEEL Phyto Cica-Nol B5 calming pad. Now, this pad has this thick material, but it's got perforation down the middle. The standard thick material for toner pads that has that kind of bumpy side on one and a soft side on the other. For me, they're typically wipe your face pad, not stick it on your face and leave it there. As a sheet mask pad, the perforation kind of signaled that it should be a sheet mask pad and not a wipe your face pad, but it kind of tried to be both, but couldn't. I just couldn't wipe my face because it kept splitting in two. Pushing it on my face as a sheet mask, I definitely needed to use my favorite Experiment Beauty Avant-Garde silicone sheet mask just to hold everything in place. So yeah, it was a bit of a conundrum. Not something I want to experience again, that's for sure. Then I finally finished my, I don't know, I guess it's like nice to try, but won't come back to it. For me, it was a little bit of a tick box, right? I have tried the LuLuLun Clear White Pure. This one wasn't for me. I think it was geared towards more younger skin or more oily skin type. It just had that kind of a hint of hydration. It wasn't particularly nourishing. I'm at this stage looking for something a little bit heavier and more nourishing, and other LuLuLun masks do the trick. Won't be repurchasing this type in particular. Now, let's go to toner, and I'll start with an exfoliating toner. This is one of my favorite exfoliating toners just because it's so gentle. It's nice, gentle, you can use it anytime. It allows you to like sneak in exfoliation every other day without making a big deal out of it. It's the by Wishtrend Mandelic Acid 5% Skin Prep Water. The cap is not native. I just found it more convenient with the flip top cap, especially when I'm pouring onto a cotton pad. This is superb. You want something gentle, especially if you're using some actives. It allows me to add it in when my skin feels up to it. You'll be seeing a lot more of these from me for sure. And then, I have a one I had to say goodbye to. The actual bottles are going to be in the next empties. But this was a refill of the Mamonde Blue Azulene Cloud Toner. Now, I've already spoken about this. This is a toner that is now discontinued, just as we're entering the trend of bubble toners and bubble serums. I'm like, why? But alas, it's no more. I think they have the Azulene toner, but a standard toner version. I really, really enjoyed this toner. It was calming, soothing, the bubbles making me happy. But we don't have a shortage of bubble toners at the moment. So I'm sure I can find a new love that does the same thing. Okay. Oh, this was a disappointment. It's the Dr. Ceuracle Vegan Active Berry First Essence. This one has a hint of a body to it. It's got this kind of beautiful grains of something, very Instagrammable. The essence itself smelled kind of soapy, wasn't really hydrating for my face, for my body. Loved it, but I don't think I can afford to buy these just for my body. So yeah, I don't think you'll see this one again. I then have the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyalu-Cica Cloudy Mist. I've spoken about this one before. It surprised me that the mist can be too fine. And it really felt like nothing was landing on my face. It was dissipating before it was getting to my skin. Love the toner version. The mist, it was a miss for me. Unfortunately, I really wanted to love this. Oh, an oldie but a goodie, but I've only tried it recently. My first time, even though so many people know about it. But it's the Haruharu Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner, the first essence. It hydrates enough, it's got a bit of a body to it. It's pleasant. It's not going to irritate your skin. It didn't wow me. It's one of those basic toners. If you love a basic toner, I think there's more interesting stuff out there for me to try. So I'm not sure I'll be repurchasing this one. It's also an interesting one. I've got the Curél Intensive Moisture Care Hydrating Water Essence. And this is 150 ml. Curél in the pump bottle have my heart, that's for sure. This one I got on Amazon UK. So it's not the Japanese version, but I'm pretty sure they should be the same. Anyway, very simple, quite watery in texture. An interesting thing about it is it kind of grips onto your skin, leaving a bit of a hydrated layer. It was super easy to slot into my routine, apply it first or in between other steps whenever I needed it. I went through this quite quickly. It's quite simple. I would like to have a little bit more of something. If your skin is sensitive, I think this is an excellent choice. The last toner I have here is, well, toner essence by Wishtrend Propolis Energy Boosting Essence. This guy is quite small, 100 mils, a bit pricey. Actually, the first time I tried it, I loved it. Hence, this is my second bottle. But the second time I used it, it just didn't give me the same sense of enjoyment. It has a bit of a slip to it, a bit of a body. The second time around, didn't feel like it was penetrating enough or absorbing, like it was taking a long time to absorb. Your skin changes. You're allowed to change your mind on the same product, even though you loved it the first time. So yeah, I now know, even though I loved it at this very moment, this is not for me. After toner, we shall go with serum. I have quite an array of different things in front of me. Let's start with two. I have two. It's the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Botanical 2GF Wonderful Ampoule. This is great. I love this stuff. I wish it had a lower price so I can use more of it. It's got growth factors and hyaluronic acid. You can use it instead of your hydrating serum. No scent, wonderful, gives you that burst of hydration. I use it after Curél microneedling or just on any day where I need some barrier loving, soothing hydration. It kind of does it all. I don't expect miracles from it, and neither should you. It's a great supporting serum, and yes, love, have backups, will be using it again and again. I have another hydrating serum, the Isntree Ultra Low Molecular Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is the first time I've tried this one, and I think the Torridon got me on the hyaluronic acid train, but they're quite similar. This might be a tad lighter in consistency, but they're almost interchangeable. Gives me that amazing burst of hydration. Excellent to use after cure microneedling or microneedling in general when you want something simple, no bells, no whistles, does the job. I trust this one and will continue to use it. Great hyaluronic acid. An honorable mention of a hydrating serum. It's the B-Lab Matcha Hydrating Serum, discontinued just as I fell in love with it. Always happens. I wish they would bring it back. I'm hoping with the matcha trend on the way, a lot of matcha skincare is going to appear. Perhaps they will bring the serum back. Loved using it. Brought me such joy, and the packaging, the clear tube is quite nice as well. Then I finished SKINFOOD Royal Honey Propolis Enrich Essence. I can never remember the full name. The packaging is gorgeous. Really fun to use with the button dropper, generous size of 50 mils. Super hydrating. I would mainly use it for hydration. This is the first time I've tried it, even though this is kind of an OG for a lot of people. I will be buying another one, I think. The experience was worth it. Ceramide serum here. This is the plant-based Kesera Ceramide Ampoule Serum. One of those anyway. I've been raving about this. It's got this nice, rich consistency. It grips onto your skin and gives you that glossy, no, it was like satin finish. It's got rice in it. It was just such a wonderful experience. I wish this was a larger bottle. Something about this kind of 30 ml glass bottle doesn't excite me, but the serum itself, amazing. Oh, the green goodness. Celimax Noni Ampoule. This is the 30 ml size. It's nice, it's hydrating, but I wouldn't treat it as a hydrating ampoule. It is a bit of a mid-layer, supposed to help blemish-prone acne skin. I am not sure, so I'm gonna give it another try. My only gripe is I wish it didn't have the rosemary scent to it. It's a little bit overpowering. Other than that, no complaints about the ampoule itself. And the green is fun to use. Some brightening. I have finished, actually not a hint of red left in this. It's the ANUA niacinamide 10% tranexamic acid 4% serum. So this is the red serum. I know they changed the packaging. It didn't wow me. I don't know what people are raving about. I think they're cheaper 10% niacinamide and tranexamic acid serums out there that do the same job. I think the red color, the hype created around it maybe played a role, but it was nice. Was it amazing? No, I didn't see anything amazing about it. I probably would try some other serums. This wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, then this is an interesting one. I also got Transparent Lab in here. I finished the PIH Sunspot Fading Treatment. Now this is a 30 ml tube. If you haven't seen this one, it's worth looking into just because it's got a really nice cocktail of ingredients. Tranexamic acid, kojic, niacinamide, like a bunch of different things. I just use it as a brightening serum. I don't have any PIH. I suffer from PIE. But I felt it was a kind of a nice serum to throw into the mix, especially if you doing the brightening, the more the better, right? You don't really know what's going to help you. And this is a nice cocktail to use once in a while. The texture itself is quite thick. I would say that thicker serum, I wouldn't place it as a hydrating serum. It's more of a treatment serum for me, for sure. Speaking of brightening, actually, I finished the Benton Vitamin C Serum. Pure Vitamin C 20%. You might have seen the disappointment I had when I opened one of the serums and it already oxidized. This doesn't have that problem. It comes out in this thick white paste in an airless packaging. Doesn't oxidize that easily. A little bit hard to get out of the pump, but it's worth it because it stayed fresh for a very long time. The period after opening is 6 months rather than the 2 or 3 that a water-based ascorbic acid would have. This has a cocktail of nice things in it as well. You need to apply it after you've applied toner, so your skin needs to be damp. Quite nice to use with the MEDI-PEEL HR Booster Pro just because it has that thickness to it that you can work in. But yeah, I will be using more. I think it's a great high percentage vitamin C serum. Oh, I finally finished the famous purple serum. It's the Sun By Me Retinal Intense Reactivating Serum. I've mentioned it once before that it didn't wow me. The serum is nice, but it's got a scent. It's a bit pricey for what it is. The dropper packaging was horrendous because it took forever to grab the serum. The packaging looks good though. It looks really good. I bought it for the packaging and then the hype, I kind of regretted it. As a person who would like treatment, I would go for my favorite instead. And this is the K-Secret Soul 1988 Retinal Liposome 2% plus black ginseng. I rave about this over and over again. Such a good serum. I would use it not only for retinol, but everything else. It feels nice. It's hydrating. The texture is superb. It's got pump packaging. I use it all the time. It's so gentle. Not the first time you're going to see an empty. There will be more. Last but not least of the serum category, I have the Geek and Gorgeous, the A Game. This is the Retinol 0.05%. So this is on the gentler side. I believe this is their lowest percentage. Really nice, no bells, no whistles. The consistency is quite pleasant as a serum to apply. No scent, kind of the basic formula. I mean, affordable, accessible, great formulation. What else could you ask for? Totally recommend. Should we go with the night cream before we move to lotions and creams? I have here a fail, not for the cream itself, but unfortunately it had limonene in there, so I decided to avoid it for my face. This is the Tiam Vita-A Bakuchiol Firming Eye Cream. So this is a lighter, lotiony consistency eye cream, which I love. I love that consistency. Sometimes you need the thicker cream. Sometimes you just need something quite light that you dab around your eyes and then put a thicker moisturizer afterwards. This has vitamin A, bakuchiol peptide complex, a cocktail of anti-aging ingredients. And I used it up on the backs of my hands because, yeah, you can't have it go to waste, especially if it's got anti-aging. And then I have a J Beauty. This was a gamble. It's from BCL, Kansosan range, and it's called the Medical Moisture Wrinkle Care Cream. It's not specifically an eye cream, but it's kind of like a sleeping pack, but for your trouble areas. I know, right? Stay with me. You put it as a last step of your skincare routine around your eyes or around your mouth and maybe your wrinkles on the forehead. So it's a sleeping pack for your wrinkles. And I'm like, it's a bit too thick and occlusive. I didn't know where to fit it into my routine because I do like a sleeping pack and I didn't want to put this on and a sleeping pack on top. So yeah, I just used it all over my face. It's a small 20-gram tube to apply it all over your face. It was an interesting experience. So if you're looking for some wrinkle care and you only kind of use lighter moisturizers, this might be a thing for you. But, you know, if someone who puts thicker creams and a sleeping pack on top, this is not going to do much. You probably would want your treatment step to be with the lighter consistency. We'll stick with the wrinkle care and move up to the moisturizers. A finished tube of Cica-Nol Retinal cream. This is wonderful. It's got all these barrier soothing ingredients and 0.05% of retinol. So it's anti-aging treatment, but in a cream step. I can use it all the time. In fact, I always keep some in my stash. Really pleasant to use, really affordable. It's great. No more to say about this. You will see more of these in my empties. Oh, cut up tubes are falling apart. Okay, this little guy was longer when it was full. It's the Dr. Different Vitalift-A night treatment cream. A treatment cream with retinol of 0.1%. So this was one of the strongest retinol products for a while from K-Beauty. Unfortunately, it's not as accessible. I find it really hard to get my hands on this one. This was gentle, like it was super gentle, even though it was 0.1%. I was like, this is incredible stuff. And it is. I wish it came in a bigger tube. 20 grams is not enough. Is it grams? Milliliters? 20 mils is not enough. And it's a bit expensive for what it is. But, you know, if it was cheaper and more accessible, I would be drenching myself in this stuff. So yeah, really liked it, but kind of hard to recommend. Some other favorites is this Stratia Lipid Gold. Yeah, I've just finished this one. This stuff is divine. So good for your barrier. It kind of has this serum/lotion consistency. I put it in the moisturizers, but you can really use it at any step that you like. I've been so precious with it, but I'm going to be getting my hands on another one, so I'm really happy. If this is accessible to you, it's really a no-brainer. It does so many good things. Goes well with their Interface Peptide Cream Moisturizer. Like these in combination, oh, so good. Peptides and barrier support, like what more could you ask for? I liked this one. It had this almost a stringy texture. It was really pleasant to apply. Interesting packaging, really, really good. Then I have a couple of discontinued products. Give me a thumbs up if you remember this one. No. It's the Purito Oat-in Intense Cream. I believe they've only kept the gel cream, and recently I've seen a toner coming back, but with PDRN, no sight of the intense cream coming back. So I've just tried it as it was discontinued, unfortunately. Oat is a wonderful ingredient, and I think we should have more oat products. So soothing, so calming. Was it amazing? Probably not. Let's see if we'll have some alternatives on the market soon. Then I also finished my favorite Purito Dermite Balancing Barrier Balm. Oh, this stuff is wonderful. It's like that super thick ceramide balm consistency. So good to use with your tretinoin, but also as a last step of your skincare routine. Amazing for sensitive skin. I have one more on the go, and this will be it forever. If you know of any alternatives, let me know, because I am gonna be missing this stuff so bad. Ooh, a big lotion bottle, ANUA Heartleaf 70 Daily Lotion. I love the toner, and I kind of thought I would love the lotion as well, but it was just so simple that it left no impression whatsoever. In fact, I couldn't wait to finish this. It was nice. It was hydrating. Was it soothing? Probably not. If you're into this super thin, light moisturizing layer, then this is for you. I also finished another lotion, and it's the Real Barrier Extreme Lotion. I don't know what my expectations were. I kind of read some reviews and people were going, oh, this stuff is so good. But you know what? No, thank you. I will never replace my LuLuLun lotion. That stuff is just epic at this stage. This one was nice. It was okay. I used it on my face for a bit and then I was like, no, I'm gonna use it up on my body, so I won't be repurchasing this one. And the last Ceramide cream, or the last cream I have, is the Celimax Dual Barrier Skin Wearable Cream. This stuff is good. If you like ceramide moisturizers, but you don't want something heavy and occlusive, then this is it. This is very hydrating, moisturizing. It looks thick, but when you put it on your skin, it's actually quite lightweight and it gives you all the nourishment that you need without weighing you down. Now, is it better than my all-time favorite? I don't know. I think these two have a place in different situations. So yeah, it's a very good ceramide cream. Whew. We are now finished with creams. And then, surprise, surprise, I have some random categories for you this time. I rounded up all of my empties now. Actually, I do have some other categories that I haven't shared before. Let's start with some body care. Now, I finally got my hands on the famous Gold Bond Retinol and Peptide Complex. I know Dr. Dre was raving about this, so I finally found it on iHerb, but they only sell the small tubes and not the ginormous pump bottles that I so want to have. Anyway, this was surprisingly good. It doesn't tell you the concentration of all the actives in this, but the experience was good. It's so rich, but it works in quite nicely. Like the cream itself was so luxuriously creamy, such a pleasure to apply. I just went through the tube really, really quick. So I would need to find one of those ginormous bottles for myself, that's for sure. An interesting surprise. Loved it. Then for hair care, this shampoo, I was sold on the scent, right? If anyone says to me it's got cherry blossoms, I'm like, I need to have it in my life. So I was sold for the scent. I stayed for the shampoo, interestingly enough. It's the And Honey Deep Moist Shampoo. Now, the scent wasn't really what I expected. It was kind of this very gentle, floral, a hint of sakura maybe, but the deep moist is true. To the point where I was washing my hair and I didn't need a conditioner because it had everything that I needed in one shampoo. So it was so interesting that I would use a deep clean shampoo and I would need a conditioner, but then I would use this one on other days and I wouldn't need anything else afterwards. I'm interested to try more of the brand and the range. They could really suit me just in general, just saying. So yeah, if you're looking for a deep moist, definitely worth a try. Then I have some treatments. So some hair treatments. I tried the Hydro LLP treatment by L'Adore. I mean, it was nice. I bought it because I started using treatments instead of conditioner. Would I recommend it? Say like, oh, it was spectacular? Probably not. But the next one I would. I think it's popular for a reason, and it's the Alizaveka Collagen Ceramide Coating Protein Treatment. This stuff is good. The only thing is it has this like old school scent, in my opinion. This as a treatment or instead of a conditioner, I used it up super quick. Really enjoyable to use. Really nice for the hair. And last, a hair item. Again, something about Japanese products and the scent. So good. I have I think this is the hair milk, if I remember correctly. It smells so good. Oh, it's mouth-wateringly good. One of those peach scents that you smell and you salivate. That's how good it is. It was so pleasant to use. Milk itself, I don't know, it was nice. One of those products I would use for the scent, but the type of product probably doesn't suit me as a person, or I found it really hard to reach for on a regular basis. So I decided to try their heat protectant. Now that's probably something that I would use on a regular and still get the scent. So can't wait to try that one. I have a nail care item, and this is the Skin Cotton Nail Keep Serum. So this is the product that started my obsession with Japanese nail care, because they really know what they're doing. So convenient and easy to reach for. I can't speak for the results, everyone's different, but it was seamlessly slotting into my life. I'll follow this up with some lip balms. This was a random one. I found it on YesStyle, and it's the Go-Go Tales Placenta and Vitamin C Lip Cosmetic Serum. The reason why I got it was it comes in a tube and it's got this silicone spatula. So I was like, wow, that's what I need. I need a lip serum and then I need to seal it in with the lip mask. It was okay. Didn't feel like a serum and felt more like a lip balm or a lip gloss, I guess. That was an experiment that was worth trying. But yeah, probably wouldn't be seduced by the packaging or the lip serum claim by these guys anymore. Just saying. I also finished, so satisfying when you finish a lip balm, don't you think? Because I feel like we always open loads, they're just everywhere in pockets and bags, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish one till the last drop. So satisfying. And the one I finished here is MEDI-PEEL Pantene Lips Heal Essence. I'm not sure they're available anymore, but this was a nice one, quite hydrating, had a tint of pink in it. It's a shame. The last random item of my empties is the TIRTIR Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. I think I'm addicted to this stuff. I literally use up bottles and bottles of these. My makeup is usually quite minimal. Over the years, I've discovered that I just don't use that much, but I use a lot of this. It kind of sparked a curiosity in a new category for me, the makeup fixer. So I'm now on the lookout for, different ones to try. It's just nice to use that reassurance before you leave the house. If you're wearing some makeup on, it's also quite hydrating. And yeah, I go through this stuff like candy. Tell me why. I'm not sure. So yeah, more of these on the way, that's for sure. Oh, I forgot a category. Oopsies. Okay. I also finished some sunscreens, and the grubby one here, if you can see it, is the Peach Tone Up Sun Base SPF 50 Plus PA4 Pluses. This is a tone up sunscreen. It was quite nice actually. This is a physical filter base, so white casty on top of the peachy pigment. It smells very kind of floral, peachy. Surprisingly looked quite nice on my skin tone. I used it on the days where I just wanted to brighten my face, but I didn't want to wear any makeup. It was a nice experiment. Not something I would go for again, because I feel like I need to try some of the other stuff. Then I have the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Gel SPF 50 Plus PA4 Pluses. I mean, you can't go wrong with Biore. It's waterproof, quite lightweight. Do I prefer this to the Essence? I think I would prefer the Essence over the gel. This was nice to use when I want something light, especially under makeup. This stuff is great. And for the body, because Japanese sunscreens are so good for the body as well. So yeah, no brainer. The last one, Sob. I think this was my most favorite Biore sunscreen out of everything that they have, and that's a lot to say, but unfortunately it's been discontinued. It's the Biore UV Barrier Me Cushion Gentle Essence SPF 50 Plus PA4 Pluses. You can see I love it so much that I actually cut up the tube. There's something about this essence. It was just cushiony, thick, but lightweight at the same time. Just so good. I have another backup of this one and it's gone forever. Whew, I think that's it for today. I thank you for staying with me this long. That was a lot to go through, but something so satisfying having all of these products finished till the last drop, don't you think? It took a lot of work collecting all of these over the past 3 months, so please show me some love. Give me a thumbs up. And if you love skincare that feels fun with lots of steps and zero regrets, then hit subscribe and come back and hang out with me again. But don't go just yet. If you still got some time, I hope you watch this next video. I'll see you again soon.